Holy! Let's get a Rich Boy Rumpus here with a little in-depth comparison featuring the two Defender EXs. Obviously, there's three. There is Blackbird if you would like to consider him as well, but he is very old and outdated. So he honestly is balanced at this point, which is kind of weird to think because he was disgustingly broken when he first came out. And now we have the other two colors, the blue Defender, Dragon Kaido, and the green Defender, Zephyr, former Admiral. I don't know, what do you want to call him? Like Rogue Admiral? Whatever the frick you want to call him. Zephyr, Z, Homeboy, whatever you choose to call him. So he's obviously the newest one. Kaido is the second oldest one. He's like kind of the second newest one, whichever one you want to consider. Anyways, we're going to compare these two because there's been a lot of battle back and forth between which one is better. Now, I kind of want to go over some things on what makes them good and what makes them bad. We'll get to some gameplay here later. I'll play one game of each near the end, so I'll definitely mark those a timestamp in the video. So anyways, we're going to start with Kaido. He came out in December. He is a little bit older of a unit. Now, when you are running a level of support on him, honestly, I would generally prefer to run Defender. I don't need this attacker support, but it's just what I'm running currently. If you can do it, you generally want to go for a Defender support. If you can fit Straw Hats in, that's good. That's nice. You can have lots of blue choppers to choose from, and there's Zoans. So you would definitely want the Zoan. Zoan is important. So if you can fit in the choppers and get the Zoan and Straw Hats, it's fantastic because Straw Hats gives you crit reduction. So these are the supports generally that you would like to run on both Zephyr and Kaido. So this isn't really a specific one. The problem is Zephyr is a lot more limited because the green support is much worse. So Kaido, you have more options for support. So that's 1 point for Kaido. Ding, like rack it up for him. Now with Zephyr, you're obviously missing. I have to use 2 blue units, which gives me a lower level of support. So unfortunately, I have that. The thing with Zephyr is, though, I know I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth here. One thing that actually kind of hurts him is the fact that he has a state effect when he goes into skill 1. So that gets lengthened by using 7 Warlords of the Sea. So if you could get 7 Warlords of the Sea support tag, he would be he is insanely good when you have that because it extends his thing by a much greater time. I'll actually look at that and give you an exact number. But as you can see, there's not very many green warlords. We have Moria, we have Boa Hancock, and we have Mihawk. And that's literally the only greens. So that means you're forced to use 3 other colors, which reduces your support percentage a tremendous amount. So that's a really unfortunate amount. So let's actually look at how much you get that state effect. When you use skill 1, you get that state effect. Buffed state activation effect, 15 seconds. So if you get it, it increases it to 20 seconds because it's 30%. 30% of 15 is 5 seconds. So you're going to get that, boost that. Well, technically that's 33%, but close enough. Whatever, you have 4 point something. So you'll add that, you'll be about 20 seconds. And that actually doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is a tremendous amount, especially with the way you get your cooldowns. And you have different metal sets that kind of give him reduced cooldown as well. So that's kind of a bonus that he has going for him. So he can basically have unlimited state effect while he's running that, which basically makes him unkillable. So that's a factor. So that's kind of what, like, 1 point for Zephyr is he gets a lot of like points. The problem is the support sucks. So support options already kind of counter for Kaido on those points. Anyways, Kaido-sama, homeboy, he's pretty good. He has his skill 1, which makes him get rid of attacks, I believe, and it slows them, and it knocks them back. It has so many things going for it, and it gives him an attack up, and it just so many things. Jesus, wow, I never really realized how much stuff this actually. It inflicts a flame as well. Oh my god. Increased damage to Kozuki clan as well. Holy, what? I didn't even realize that was a thing. I didn't realize this last little bit part. Wow, that is actually nutty. Okay. Wow, so Kaido has that little bit extra bit. So he does reduce takeoff attack as well. So that's a bonus. He has knockback on his skill 2. Now this is one thing that Kaido is like a pro that Kaido has that Zephyr does not, is the fact that skill 2 it shoots fireballs to every single flag that you own and can protect them. So if you are way off on a farther flag, but someone's backcapping you on a flag that you already own, you can protect it without actually having to go over to that flag. It's really helpful. At least maybe stall a little bit of time until your allies can get there and protect the flag themselves. Very useful. Z cannot do something like this. Unless it's a flat map, Z does have a long range snipe with his big bomb ability, his skill 1, which does have a longer cooldown like to start off, but you can only use it once. This is where I think Z kind of has a greater thing, is Z is kind of greater in a one-on-one fight. So when you're fighting one-on-one, you're going to be able to fight Odins. Like, Odins can beat up Kaidos somewhat. Kaidos can kind of survive depending on the Odin. But in general, if it's a strong Odin versus a strong Kaido, the strong Odin can win easily because he has so much damage increase on that. Zephyr will have an easier time fighting someone like Odin. It just is. Granted, Odin has color advantage against Kaido, but in general, Odin just destroys all defenders, but Z's like the one defender that can actually fight back relatively easily against Odin because he has so much damage increase. So, well, Odin has so much damage increase, so that's why it's a struggle. But you have your skill too, your Dynastone ability that takes 70% of someone's HP. So this is where you can kind of knock back abilities. When you're someone like Kaido, sometimes you get stuck in a rut of where your team can't push a flag down. You have your one flag that you're defending, and literally no one else is like pushing or getting anything done, and you can't even push stuff down yourself, and you can't die because you're too tanky. So you're literally stuck playing Kaido, unable to take flags, unable to kill enemies because you don't do that much damage. I'm going to be honest, in a 1v1 situation, you're not really a big damage dealer. You whittle people down, but you don't do tremendous amounts of damage. Unless if you build attack, you can do a little more, but generally you're going to want a full HP defense. That's kind of the safer route to go. It's kind of much nicer for you. But yeah, so in 1v1 situations, just straight up fighting, he's really not great. He's kind of good at like fire blasting from outside when people aren't paying attention to you. But if people are paying attention to you, you're actually really easy to fight a Kaido, so it's not too bad. So you're kind of just annoying. You're just like a beef stick that like slap around. Is basically all Kaidos are used for, and charging flags. And you have that special trait that allows you to cap out a flag to 1.5 times its rate, which is not normal. So obviously, he has that advantage on Zephyr too, so you kind of have a lot more going. Now, I am going to jump into some gameplay here and kind of talk a little more on this. Let's start with Kaido. Now, my Kaido is level 100. My Zephyr is only level 82. So keep that in mind. I do have another metal set space going in for them. Okay, you guys, one thing I was hoping to get out of this game was the ability to fight an EX Luffy. That is another person to kind of worry about. That is one person Zephyr can actually destroy as compared to Kaido. Kaido actually kind of struggles to fight EX Luffy just because Luffy can stack up his attack and it kind of equates over to destroy his defense. So your defense buff really doesn't mean too much, and Luffy will eventually kill you as compared to how long it will take you to kill him. Now you can fight back, and if you have that damage reduction, it can kind of help, but in general, you're still going to be struggling. Here comes the dynamite. Look, there goes 70% of my HP. This is what I'm talking about. Zephyr's kind of advantage on them. I can use this just to get the attack up, but in general, most of the time, that's not going to land, like, rarely ever. I'm going to get this. At least there's a heal behind me. God bless. That's fantastic. Look at, so it's like I didn't even lose HP. So there's things like that where Zephyr's like big boom, doesn't necessarily do anything. I do have anti-status effect. This is one thing they both kind of have going for them, is anti-status effect. Oh, I actually got hit by that. Now he's going to do 50% of my HP. This is where I'm going to get destroyed here. The 4 damage, yikes. Heroin. Okay. Get these nerds off me. Let's see, where are they at? Oh, wow, she's gnarly. Okay. See if I can fight her. Okay, that works. I mean, she doesn't do that much damage to me. I have that fat defense buff. I hit her. Okay, there we go. We did a little bit of damage to her. I'm just trying to be annoying. See, this is what most people will like ignore you as a Kaido, because let's go get the flag actually. Well, there's a Rayleigh there, so I don't know if I actually can. They have team boost too. I'd rather not. Okay, let's just use this to protect everyone. We'll hit the Yamato maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Rayleigh's actually chopping me up. We'll wait for this stuff to go down. Okay, I got another Rayleigh actually there. He's pretty low. I'm gonna go help him. Hopefully I help him. Let's see. I let it go early just so he didn't predict it, because he was trying to sit there and use that. Now I do have full defense stacks. Oh my god, there's more people here. There's 2 people down there. Can I protect it? Wow, they're actually slow. Oh my god, that Rayleigh takes forever to kill. Holy moly, did he actually do that much damage to me? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, can I... Let's hope they don't perfect dodge it. Okay, I got heals. Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. This is Kaido-sama. Actually, they're both very good defenders. I failed to mention that actually at the beginning. You are going to be winning a lot of games with them, because they are both very, 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 very good. I'm gonna be honest. Look at that. And then I heal my full team, like my team with that. Okay. Wow, that kid does no damage. Jesus. Oh my god. We are hard win-tating. Now, I have found myself getting a few more wins with Kaido as of recently, but when you're in 1v1 situations, there's a lot of times where you can just get blasted and destroyed, because Rogers will sit there and use the Kamusari and just smack you, and just stack up their attack and not actually fight you, because eventually, once they get their 75% attack buff, or whatever it is that they get, they'll be able to start doing serious damage to you and will destroy you. So obviously, look, you can see the Zephyr actually MVP'd against me, so he was actually doing a tremendous job, much better than myself, so They honestly both excel in very like different situations. We were very close, honestly. That's pretty even. So he was actually doing well. I was doing well. What level is his actually? Let's take a look. His is 97, actually pretty close. Only defense. Now this is a very good medal set for him. You want that skill 1 cooldown. Make sure you keep note of that. The King medal reduces your skill 1. You'll see this reduce skill 1 by 2% every time you get hit, which is really good with all these multi-hitters. And then this bottom one is the Black Maria medal. When an area around your character has a reduced skill 1 by 10%. So, very helpful, very, very, very good. You need that skill 1 on Zephyr. That's all you need. That's basically the one thing you need. And the thing that Zephyr has as an advantage against Kaido is he can kind of fight people a little better. I already said this in one-on-ones, but he does more damage to double fruit users, so he actually can melt people like EX Luffy and do some serious damage to him very easily as compared to Kaido. Let's dive in and let's play a Zephyr game. I meant to mention, you guys, one advantage that Kaido does kind of have against Zephyr is when it comes to Team Boost. Team Boost is the one time where Zephyr will actually start taking some serious damage from the enemy team, whereas Kaido can go use his skill 2 if he saves it accordingly, and go invincible for a longer period of time, therefore stalling out longer periods of their team boost. So I kind of wished I'm upset that I'm Zephyr on this map and not on the Dressrosa map, because I feel like I could have done a better display. I'll let Kaido charge that flag. We're actually not going to have that yet, so I don't want to charge this flag yet. I'll sit here and I'll step on it if I need to. I'm going to let Kaido like get the stacks. I'll wait to charge it and let Kaido get the stacks. I'm going to let them, they're just going to be getting bullied a little bit for now. I can hold the Odin. I'll chill and fight the Odin for now. We're just going to have to play smart. Okay. I want Kaido kind of let me fight him. Ideally. I'm defending. I got you. Pell, do not fight this. Let me fight this. Okay, I kind of wish I didn't use my whatchamacallit. I want to use this on multiple people, but like, that's not an option right now. So see, you actually do have so many heals. Marco can probably fight that Law. I would prefer he goes get his flags though. Frick you, Odin. I'm gonna go help this kid. I'm gonna help this kid indeed. Shoot you, Odin, and he's invincible. Of course he's invincible. Now this is the team boost that I was worried about. We're actually gonna sit here and we're wait. Let's wait. Let's stall it out if we can. Now obviously I'm about to take damage. Let's see if I can skill 1. I get the heal. I have this hammer right here. Now, wait, Kaido somehow lost that flag already. That's okay, we're getting flags back, so we're chilling. Now, I want to make sure, obviously, my Z is only level 80. Keep that in mind. Okay, I do fat damage, oh my god. Now, I have 0 attack belt, keep that in mind. He's just gonna go back cap, that's fine with me. I'm fine with him back capping. I just need to skill 1 this kid. I'm team boost. Is he gonna team, or whatchamacallit? Bully him. Use this. Now this is one thing you do have an advantage. Obviously Kaido does have immunity to status effects when flags are charged to a certain percent. But as Zephyr, I also have immunity to status effects when I'm in my skill 1 enhanced mode. Only when I'm in my enhanced mode. So sadly, when this thing runs out, I will be immune, or will be getting incinerated. Let's go. Somehow he healed, or he dodged that. Whatever. Words are hard. Okay, I'm gonna go run up here. I got Pell. I'm gonna charge this. I can actually go and destroy people. Boosh! Okay, Marco's not gonna do damage to me. I do tremendous amounts of damage to Marco. Okay, I gotta watch out. Okay, I do have skill 1 up. Let's see if I can use this. Get my heal up. Now, Kaido can't incinerate me. Obviously, as you can tell, we're both very strong. Oh my god, I keep healing. It looks like I'm about to die several times, but you actually heal so easily. And you have anti-stagger and down, knock back to knock down when you're on your flag, which is actually a tremendous thing. So we had Marco hard carrying. Obviously, I was holding around. I looked like I was struggling a lot more times, but as you notice when I got my skill 1 up, if you do have the capability to run the Warlord support, that is definitely an option to go to, and it is probably a better option to go to if you can kind of keep it high, because that will allow you to have 5 more seconds on that skill 1 effect. As you notice, I was probably off by roughly 5 seconds as on that skill 1. So I could have like a permanent skill 1 enhanced effect. They just call it an enhanced effect. I don't know what other status effect it is called. But basically, that's about that. All in all, you guys, I kind of want to like focus who is the best. That's that's the big question here, of the point of this whole video. Who is better, Kaido or Zephyr? If you are the type of player who wants to be more useful to your team, but kind of less useful in like one-on-one situations and scenarios, go Kaido. If you want to be able to kind of fight more and be a little more independent and be able to do, in general, a little more damage, I'm going to be honest, I would probably go Zephyr. Zephyr is much better at fighting the big three EX attackers, EX Luffy, Roger, and Akainu. Zephyr definitely has a much easier time fighting them. Akainu obviously is no threat to Kaido, but EX Luffy and Roger can kind of pose some threats to Kaido because of the coloring and because of their attack stacks, so that's kind of problematic for them. But in general, you also have the EX. So really, it comes down to your play style on who's better, in my opinion. I think, in general, I've kind of won about the same amount of games on them. My Kaido is level 100, and obviously my Z performs really well. Only like 400 points less if you're going based off points, but he's level 82. So he has yet to get to level 100 and get even more cooldown for his skill 1, and therefore I can make him even better. But in general, it comes down to what you are as a type of player. That's where I'm going to leave it. Most people do think that Kaido is better, so in the general population of the One Piece Bounty Rush community, you could vote Kaido is better. That is entirely up to you. So most people will vote Kaido. I prefer Zephyr, honestly, in my opinion, because it feels better to fight in the current meta the way with Zephyr. So that's my go-to. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe if you did. Also check out my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord down below. Be sure to join and follow those. I'd appreciate it very, very much. But I hope you guys have a fantastic morning, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. I'm your boy Puss. I'm going to be taking off. Yeah, holy! Peace, beautiful people.